Hey guys, it's Sam and this is Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday is created by Lainey of Gingery's Lainey. I will leave her channel as well as the Goodreads group down below for topics and such. This week's topic is our top 5 buzzwords. These are the words that will pop up in synopsises or if somebody mentions anything about a book and you know that you have to have it. I've actually had done a whole video devoted to buzzwords a couple months ago, and it's a longer video, so this is the more Cliff Notes version. I'm not going to go into greater detail, but I will link that video, so if you're interested in more of my thoughts about different buzzwords and stuff. So these probably won't come as any kind of surprise to anybody, because these are buzzwords that pretty much pop up in almost every book that I read. So, just gonna fly through these. Let's get going. Number 5 is mythology. If you have mythology popping up in a synopsis as far as a retelling or based on or incorporating elements of mythology, so if something says incorporating, a fantasy, incorporating elements of Chinese mythology or, Irish mythology or Norse mythology or any kind of mythology, I'm sold. Even if it's not a retelling of any kind, if it's just incorporating those kind of elements, I'm there. I'm there. I don't need any kind of prodding at all. Number 4 is alternate universes. So if you have a character who can travel between alternate timelines and alternate universes, I think that's so cool and I will immediately want to pick that up. An example of this is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. As soon as I saw the cover and read that there was alternate universes in it, I had to have it. I think it's really cool and I really like the science fiction concept of alternate universes, and I hope that there's an alternate universe out there where there's an alternate me, fighting crime or having amazing eyebrows all the time, waking up with them. That'd be really great. Number 3 is similar to number 5, but again is a different kind of buzzword, and that is retelling. If I see that something is a retelling, especially a fairy tale retelling, I'm going to buy it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of retelling it is. Typically speaking, I do have some that I kind of tend to gravitate towards. So if there's any kind of Celtic myth retelling, or if there's a Hades and Persephone retelling, as you guys all know by now, those are ones that I'm immediately yes. Orpheus is another one too that usually kind of pops up that I really enjoy. But any kind of retelling, any kind of fairy tale, any kind of anything, I'm there. I'm gonna pick it up. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to see how they did this, and if they did this well, and if they did it differently. Some of my favorite other retellings, fairy tale retellings especially, are a very common, popular buzzword right now, so I love seeing them. Number 2 is time travel, and this is one that can be done really well or really poorly, so I like seeing it because I'm okay, what's it going to be? Is it going to be really good or is it going to be really bad? Because some time travel books, like the Ruby Red trilogy, awful. But some time travel books are really good. I'm currently in the middle of Passenger by Alexander Bracken. I'm pre-filming this, so by the time you watch this video, I'll be done with it. So I'll probably write on the screen what I actually felt. But so far, really liking how the time travel is done. So that's exciting because I've read some series where the time travel is just awful, and this series is doing it super well and in a very different way, and I really like it. So if I see time travel, I'm going to pick it up. The Rivers of No Return by B. Ridgway, that's another book that I saw time travel and had to have it. So if there's any kind of character that is time traveling, I want it. And it doesn't even have to be super focused on time travel. I think the books that are less science fiction-y and more historical fiction based as far as time travel, where it's not focusing super hard on how they're time traveling. It's just they're time traveling. They're doing fun stuff in time, in the future, and in the past. Give it to me. And number 1 comes as no surprise to anybody, and that is assassins/thieves. They're kind of equal, really. If I see a synopsis that involves a main character that is an assassin or a thief, or there's, bands of assassins or thieves, or guilds of assassins, or anything like that, I'm picking it up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it's about. If there's assassins in there, even if I don't want to pick it up, even if it's oh man, the rest of the synopsis is mediocre, doesn't matter. It's getting added to my TBR. If it's oh, Band of Assassins does 18 predictable things, I'm okay, that's fine. I'm gonna read that. It doesn't matter. I just really love criminal characters, and that will never change. So that's it for my favorite buzzwords. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite buzzwords are. Ones that if you see it in a synopsis, you are guaranteed to pick it up. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!